I would like to welcome you to the training video for Revit Lite for Central Engineering. This is a test of some software that we're doing for Adobe Captivate. So in a few moments I'm going to start the video, but I just wanted to welcome you to the training. And hi guys, this is third testing that we're doing for producing these videos, these training videos. This one is using the Adobe Captivate video production and also editing, some other things. So we're going to go ahead and get into this. I've already got a Revit project started up, so we're going to open up the project, and I'm going to run through a few of the user interface items, and then we'll go into a little bit of modeling, and then we're going to cover how to create a new sheet. And this should take about 5 minutes or 10 minutes or so. So anyway, in the Revit interface, I'm actually using Revit Lite. But anyway, if you go to the home button, you can see there's open and new for models, and then open and new for families. Over here in the window over here, you can see some recent projects that you might have had open, or recent families you might have been working on. But we're going to go over here to the project, and so this is the properties palette, and this is the project browser. Wherever you are in your project, whether you're clicking on a view, or you're clicking on an object, or you're clicking on a schedule, it's going to bring up their different properties, which are going to appear in the properties palette. And likewise, wherever you are in your project, you can find here the sheet or the drawing that you're working on, the view that you're working in, and you can find that here in the project browser. So that's kind of a way of getting oriented in the project. Here you can see different views of the model itself. These are either floor plan views that are cut through different levels, or ceiling views looking up, cut through different levels. Or here you have the elevation views, which are kind of preset in the model. The elevation views are here. And if I click on one of these, for example, it shows me kind of the extent of what the elevation is. So if I draw my model in here, for example, I'll go ahead and draw some walls in there. You can see I can pick different kinds of walls. I could actually have an arc wall. And I might connect that to a rectangular wall. Let's just do that. Yeah, I'll draw this way. And let's just give this this will be kind of a funky roof. I'm going to go ahead and put a roof in here. I'll do it by footprint. It doesn't have to match up with the walls below necessarily. I'm going to draw this with a rectangle. I'm going to come way out here. Okay, and I think I'm going to get rid of all of these slope lines that you have on here. I'm going to get rid of all of these except for one. That'll give this a really modern kind of look. Now I've got only one wall here that's a slope wall, and I don't want that to be 9 on 12, that's for sure. I'm going to make this about a 2 on 12. Okay, this is going to be pretty funky looking. Doesn't look like much now, but it will, and you'll see. And I'm just going to bring this in a little bit. I don't need it to hang that much over. And I'll bring this in a little bit. Okay, all right. And let's see, this is a generic roof. I'm going to click OK. And when I do this, it asks me if I want to attach the walls, the highlighted walls to the roof, and I want to say yes. Yeah. Okay, and I'm going to make this here, I'm going to make this be roof level. Okay. All right, now you don't see the roof here because I'm in the floor plan view. But if I go out to a 3D view, let's see, do I have one? Oh, I don't have one in the model yet. So what should I do? Well, I'm going to create a view. How do I create a view? Well, I'm going to go to where it says View, obviously. In the View tab, you can see I have different ways of controlling views. That's graphics or presentations. But I have different ways of creating views. So one of those type of views is a 3D view. And I'm going to go to the default 3D view. Here we go. Oh, that's pretty cool. It doesn't look like much from this side, but wait, watch what happens when I go down there. Oh, now that's starting to look pretty cool. Now let's see here. I'm going to give this a floor. Yeah, I like that. That's starting to look kind of cool, kind of nifty. Well, let's give this a floor. Let's go back to that floor plan view, and let's give this a floor. I'm going to go Architecture, and this time I'm going to click the Floor tool. Isn't that great that you have tools for actually making the entire roof or the entire floor? You don't have that in AutoCAD. That's one of the fun parts. So I'm going to click this thing just like here. Whoops. Do that the other way. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, and we're going to draw our line just like this. What I'm doing right now, I'm drawing the perimeter of the floor. And this two lines in here, this shows the direction of the structure, like the direction that the, if there were beams in here, what they would be doing. Yeah, that doesn't matter so much with concrete slabs right now, but if we had a one-way slab, that would be what we would do. So I'm going to click OK. This is a 12-inch slab. Let's see. Actually, I'm going to make this be a 6-inch slab. I don't want it to be 12 inches thick. That's going to be a little thick. So what I'm going to do, I've got this floor system in here. What I did, I want to edit it so that I can duplicate it. So I click Edit, and then I'm going to click Duplicate. And I'm going to call this Concrete 6-inch. Okay. And I'm going to edit the structure. See, right now it's structure, generic, 1 foot. I'm going to make this be concrete. And I'm going to pick precast or cast in place concrete. There we go. And I'll make this be 6 inches. Okay. And I click OK. And there we go. I check it, and there we have it. We have a 6-inch concrete slab with our roof. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's add a couple doors in there just so we can see what we're doing. And I'm going to show you something really cool here. Let's put a couple doors. I think I want to have some double doors. Well, no, I'll just go with single doors right now. Okay, put in a couple doors, and we'll add some windows. Let's see. Let's put in some regular windows here. Okay, now right here, I want this to be curtain wall. How do I do that? What is a curtain wall? Is it a curtain wall a window? No, a curtain wall is actually a wall. It's a type of wall. It's a wall system. So I'm going to go to the wall here, and I want to run down here, and I'm going to pick storefront. Let's say I want this to be storefront instead of curtain wall. So I'm going to pick storefront. Switching type to family curtain wall. Okay, cool. And there we go. Look at that. And the way that is controlled is like this. I'm going to click the little dashed line in there, which basically clicks the entire thing. See, I can actually tab through. If I click tab, I can pick different elements in there. But what I want to do, I want to pick that line right there. The dashed line is hard to see, but it's a dashed line in there. And let's click edit type. I want to see how that's composed. Okay, now in the edit type, you can see it has a vertical grid with a maximum spacing of 5 feet and a horizontal grid with a maximum spacing of 8 feet. So this should be the vertical louvers and the horizontal louvers. And right here you can see what the vertical, mullions are. Well, they're a 2.5 by 5 inch rectangle. And that's the same here. So what we have here, this is an interior vertical mullion. And obviously the border type is on the edge. So whatever is at the top or the bottom or the end points of the mullion of the system, that's the border. All of the intermediate ones are the interior types. And you can see they're all the same. They're all 2.5 by 5 inches. So that's fine. I don't need to change that right now. But let's just say I'm working with, say, a Conair, and theirs is actually maybe 2 1/4 by 4. I might want to adjust that so that it matches actually with reality. But let's just leave it here for now. Let me change this actually to be 3 foot spacing. And let's see what happens. Oh, and there it goes. It changes to 3 feet between those mullions. And if I go to measure this, there we go. It's right at 3 feet to the center. Okay, so let me zoom out here, and I think that's going to be it for today. But let's go back and take a look at our 3D view and see what we have. Oh, now see, that's looking pretty cool. I like that. Now, if we had a big plaza under there, some nice lighting, maybe a fire pit or something, that would be pretty cool. All right, that's it for today. I hope you had a fun time watching this video. Thanks for attending. This has been the 3rd training video for Revit Lite.